stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly, yeah, streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
But at least Donald Trump, I mean, he's not pardoning as of yet Chauvin. But thank God he's letting the Chrisleys out of jail.
I saw that.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you love Trump, dude? Come on.
I don't love that move. And I'm going to be honest about this. I am a person that watched that Chrisley show. I'll tell you my history with that real fast, which is going to make you laugh. We had somebody that called into the CMS one night, talked about how great that show was. I ripped their goddamn face off. I was like, how can you watch that faggot and his beard wife? You know, I mean, I really ripped his head off, right? Then I started watching the show and I couldn't stop. I literally couldn't stop. And it wasn't just because the daughter's hot.
Right.
It was like I got really into that dumb show, and it's awful. If you ever watch it, it's a bad show.
I have not watched it.
It is bad, fake reality 101. It's a terrible show. But I got totally hooked in. I watched every episode of every season. You know, but Trump, dude, here, and it's not only Trump, but I'm mad at Trump about this. Stop letting people out of jail that committed crimes. If you want to pardon them because they didn't do it and they're in jail, or I don't know, they had 3 joints and they're doing 15 years or something, cool with me to pardon that. The Chrisleys did rip banks off of like $30 million. And just because you don't like bankers doesn't make that legal.
Well, who else would you not have let out?
I don't know. I don't know who else he's let out yet, but
The J6 people.
J6, I'm
Look, how can you put those guys? How can you put J6ers in jail, and yet every fucking thug that burned down cities across the country?
The question I have about but I'm not going to do apples to donuts here. I'm going to do apples to apples. If the J6 people did something like, and I don't even think this was a crime more than funny, but lectern guy that stole the lectern from the speaker's office or whatever.
The guy that was let in by
yes, but he did do something that he knew was a crime.
But he also was let in by the
I
cops.
understand that, but you know what?
If
you're let into Walmart every day, doesn't mean you can take a TV with you.
No, but if you're escorted in by police and they're watching.
But they didn't say, here, take this fucking thing and walk out with it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that guy committed a legitimate crime.
Okay, so what?
I have a difference. I see a difference between him and the guys that just happen to be there.
So what is the sentence for a guy that takes a lectern out of a...
Whatever the sentence would be for any minor theft.
Certainly not
years. Certainly not years. I mean, what would the crime be if you, I don't know, stole a car from a parking lot?
How about sentencing the
6 months?
Yeah. Well, how about sentencing the guy who shot the unarmed supporter in the face?
That I think should be a life sentence. I just don't think. I mean, the J6 is. I think Trump didn't do himself any service by just broad brushing it. I think he should have, instead of just saying J6, anybody with a J6 conviction, pardoned. I think he should have looked at each individual thing and he would have ended up pardoning most of them anyway.
We're going through 1,200 cases. I mean, we can't get people that are here illegally shipped out.
Yeah, but that's unfortunate. You can't say, well, since it's difficult, then I can't follow the law. You can't say that either.
I mean, you had Biden pardoning people that supposedly didn't even do anything wrong.
Which everybody and their brother knows was a cover-up and was criminal. You can't. You're not wanting to justify what Trump does based on what Biden did, do you?
No, but I mean, you do have to at some point compare things. And I got my shit ripped on Facebook by somebody that was defending Mike Chisalka of all people.
Oh, look at that!
And, saying why
was his name Mike C?
Yeah,
from Slap Happies.
Why do you answer his all posts with another question? It's like, because you can compare. One president gets away with something, another president doesn't. So you are able to compare stuff. I mean, Mike. And I always have to qualify what I say about Mike Chisalka because I love him as a person. Right?
Sure.
He was there for me when I was in the hospital, brought me iced tea, hung out with me, and we started to do a podcast together. Didn't work out, whatever. But, he is so fucking outrageous with his message towards people and then what he posts online. I mean, he's sitting there posting, this happened in Kansas City yesterday. And I don't even know what it was. It was a bunch of dudes wearing white masks. And he said it was a Klan rally. I don't know what it was or what it wasn't. I have no idea. It was a picture he posted.
Right.
You probably see it on his site, or the WNIR site, which is a nightmare. But he and I said, well, you're okay. You're not okay with that, but you're okay with Hamas sympathizers taking over universities throughout our country, not letting Jewish people go to classes, beating them up, and harassing them. Mm-hmm. Well, he has nothing to say to it. And everybody else, well, why don't you answer the question about the KKK? Well, you can't want free speech with one and then not allow another.
Right.
But if you say that, then I'm a hate person. I'm a racist.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude. How
about this? I want both of them shut down.
That's where I'm at. Biden, every one of Biden's pardons should be overturned. And quite frankly, anybody that's just getting blind pardons like this should be overturned. I think the Chrisleys should do their time. And I like the show. I don't have hate. I got no hate for those people or, quite honestly, even what they did, except for it's illegal. The fact that I don't know a president, though, shouldn't mean that if I commit a crime that I have to do more time than somebody that, because they were on TV on the USA Network, gets a fucking pass.
There's the two women. If you ever get bored, you might not want to do it because you might just get angry or you might laugh at it because all you're going to do is see my comments all over the fucking place.
Okay.
If you go to the WNIR Facebook page, WNIR, Akron, whatever, it's a talk station down there. And, man, I can't resist but commenting on some of these people's stuff. There's a guy named Bob White. There's a guy named Scott, something or other. And then there's these two women. And they're crazy people. Like there's one, her name is Reagan, and then there's another one named Dawn. Now, I won't give out their last names, whatever. But, my God, dude, if I had to be married to either one of these two women for like 35 seconds, I'd shoot myself in the face. Like, it might be the most annoying duo of chicks that I've ever heard speak in my entire life. Like, and I've been married twice now, dude.
No.
I mean,
They're leftists?
yeah, leftists.
Yeah.
They're one giant, like NASCAR track, turning left every freaking 10 seconds.
Dude, I'm of the belief that TDS hits women 50,000 times harder than dudes.
Oh, they have it like, I'm telling you, no. Well, yes, with these two, but also with a few different people on the WNI. It's like, I called one guy out the other day, this Bob White guy, because he's just nonstop, like every single day. It's just nonstop bashing Trump. And I said, you haven't called out the fact that it's now been proven, and even some of the left-wing media is coming out and saying that Biden wasn't in charge. There were people signing the auto pen to orders, and it wasn't him. Mm-hmm. There were aides that came out and said, hey, look, we would have taken a guy in a coma over Donald Trump, and we would have run the country. Now, I hate to say it, that's not the way the founding fathers wanted things to work. It's kind of you elect somebody, and he is the president, and is supposed to be in charge. These people are coming out and saying they wanted to put him in a wheelchair. Well, he couldn't do anything. Not forget about the cancer and dementia. He was useless.
Yeah, he's just a dude. But
the family knew it. Everybody in the White House knew it. The media knew it, and they all covered it up.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Tripp, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.
Carling all metalheads, the CMS Network is now on Substack, and it's your new metal haven. Get your daily dose of the classic metal show, Chris Akin Presents, The Seth Williams Show, and all our other shows, all in one killer app. It's free to join, or just pay $4.99 a month. Go ad-free, snag original early releases, and unlock exclusive bonus content. But that's not all. It's an online community where you can hang out with fellow ad bangers who live for raw, uncensored commentary. Ready to join the thrash? Download the Substack app from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS Network, and get into the pit. It's free and the ultimate way to bring our metal madness with you every day. Install a Substack app now and follow the CMS Network.